Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So last week was a pretty wild week for Velodrome. As you can see here, Velo is up nearly I think 65% in the last 7 days, and that is I think just too crazy, as you can see here. And I did cover Velodrome I think on 15th, as you can see somewhere around here, and right after that I did say that if we do break out from this zone, we'll most likely end up pumping, and I did say that this was most likely a resistance, and as you can see here, it actually broke this resistance with a pretty high momentum, or you can say that with a pretty high buy volume, as you can see, and it did actually pump and ended up breaking out from this downtrend, and as of now it's going up again. I will come to the price section at the last. First of all, I will just go through some recent updates and why this pump actually happened, and after that we'll come later back to the price section and discuss more on the price section and where Velo is headed. So first of all, we'll start where we left off in the previous video. You can also check that out as well if you're interested in that video. So we have some slipstream rewards updates, as you can see here. Again, Quanta is still on the top. That's pretty high. That is pretty high APY from the looks of it. After that, again, one of the biggest reason I think Velodrome went up is because of the super fast of optimism, and as you can see here, new Velo lockers will share another 9.3k OP this week, so that is a pretty massive amount. So they are giving away I think a lot of OP coin, and that is the most likely reason why we have Velodromes going up. That is the most likely reason from the looks of it. And they did have a new launch on Mod Network, which was I think we have Ironclad Finance. So the token is called ICL, which launched on Velodrome. After that, we have Metal Layer 2 Superchain Velo lockers. You can see Metal have locked Velo to direct emission towards Metal pairs. So the Metal DAO actually locked Velo. So that means a lot of buying did happen for Velodrome. So that was I think pretty bullish, and it did happen on 17th. And if we just look here, right after that announcement, we did have a pretty much volatile day, and after that we had a pretty good pump, as you can see here. Again, they just released another slipstream update, as you can see here. Again, same thing happened, nothing crazy. After that, we have the first full week of Superfast bought around it brought around 283 million volume to Velodrome, so that's pretty awesome. Of course, it did not break the previous high, which was I think over 300, but it's still pretty good I think. Again, they had retro optimism had retro funding for results. So as you can see here, optimism did reward Velodrome with a lot of I think OP rewards, so that is most likely another reason why the Velodrome did go up. Okay, so after if it's not launching, we'll just go ahead and see what is happening other things. So as you can see here, again a massive rewards from Superfast, another big I think success for Velodrome, and that is one of the I think that is one of the reasons why Velo price is going crazy, as you can see here. And I think this actually did pump Velodrome by a lot, and this was one of the reasons why Velodrome did see a pretty big pump, as you can see here. As of now, we are somewhere around here. First of all, let's look at the TVL, and this is optimism. As you can see, optimism was going down the hill from 1 billion to it did go as low as 634 million, but in just few days it did ended up pumping by a lot, as you can see here. From 7th I think from 7th July till 19th or 20th July, as you can see, we have seen around 100 million in optimism, so that is a lot. And if you just look here, Velodrome is up around 11% on optimism, so that is a pretty big increase. And if you just look at its TVL is around 107 million, and it did actually hit 92 million at the lowest as of now, but we have seen a lot of capital coming into the Velodrome, so that's pretty good. Again, the TVL is going up on Mod as well as Bob, so that's I think pretty good thing for Velodrome, and Velodrome is increasing, and as soon as we see other chains on Velodrome, or other super chains on Velodrome, I think the TVL will most likely boost even more, and I think we'll even see more demand for Velodrome as a whole. As you can see here, we are into epoch 112. We just need to know the volume and the Velo locker. So first of all, volume is doing pretty good. As you can see, it is as of now this week's projected volume is around 280 million, so that is pretty, I think, impressive, and that is going to be pretty sufficient for this week. After that, the thing that we have to look at is this one. So we did, unfortunately, we did have a fortunately we did have around 2.4 million new Velo locked, as you can see here, but it was not as much as epoch 109, but still the amount is pretty impressive. And as of now, we have seen around 626k Velo locked this week, and I think we are most likely going to see even more, because this epoch will end on 25th, so we do have a lot. I think we do have around 4 days to go, so that's pretty good, I think, overall. Now let's move to the Velodrome's price action and see what is happening. So if you just look here, as of now, I think the BTC is going crazy. As you can see here, it is around 67k, so I think that's pretty big move coming up from BTC. And if we just go to the BTC dominancy and see what is happening there, the dominancy is increasing, but fortunately we are, I think, on the resistance somewhere around here, so else could actually end up pumping from this one, so that could, I think that will most likely happen. But as for Velodrome, as of now, I think we may have to worry about the resistance which is coming up, I think. So we do have, just a second, okay, so I think we are in a fair value gap. This fair value gap was a pretty big one, as you can see here, and we are currently trading in that zone. So if we do end up breaking out this fair value gap, I think we are most likely heading towards this level, which could actually happen. So if we do end up pumping from here, we are most likely heading towards 15 cent or 14 to 15 cent is a pretty big possibility that we could come here as well if it does go up from here. But if we do go down from here, I think we will most likely retest somewhere around here from the looks of it, or we could actually retest around again at this point is a pretty good retest point around somewhere here. So I will just move this a slightly higher. So if we do end up retesting, I think if you are looking for entry in the Velodrome, you do have a pretty good entry around, the first entry is around 9.1 cent. That is, I know, far back from 11 cent, but I think that is a pretty possible if the Velo does go down. And right after that we have around 8 cent entry as well. But again, as of now, there is a lot of hype around Velodrome, so Superfast is, I think, big as of now. So if the Velo does go up, I think we are heading towards easily around 14.5% is the next target for me. So let's see what happens, but I think if we do pump from here, we are heading around here somewhere, and if we do go down somewhere around here, I think we are most likely going somewhere around here or even here, because as of now Aerodrome is pumping as well. So I think the Velodrome will most likely follow Aero. As of now, it is doing it is actually following the Aero, and you will also find another update on Aero on Sunday, but as of now we are only covering Velodrome. So this was it. I hope you liked the update. I will be back with more. Thanks for watching.